I'm going live, so. Oh, what's up, YouTube? I didn't know you guys was there. Holla at your boy. Again, this is Just King Productions. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. We're back live. Come on. Let's talk Kenneka. This is the craziest thing by far that we ever experienced in life as people. The phone lines are indeed open. We're gonna have and heads up, I will not give your number out. I will not allow your number to be broadcasted on the line. But yeah, let's talk Kenneka. I'm here. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, 312-701-3524. And they're only going to be open for maybe 15 minutes. After this broadcast ends, there's no more phone calls. But the funeral. What's going on? What is going on? We go wait a minute and let people pop in. Hopefully we get a good number of people. But man, this has really been truly amazing how everything just played out. How everything played out. Man, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to comprehend what's going on. And I got my hands on my head. I'm like, what's going on? Closed caskets. People saying that it was open. Is Kenneka dead? Is she dead? Is she alive? I don't know. But I don't want to get people. But I don't know. We're broadcasting live from my place. Holla at your boy. But I don't know what's going on. What do you think, honey? Is she alive? Is she dead? What's going on?
She passed away.
She passed away. Yeah, I think so too.
But they didn't.
So, talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody throw some questions out there. I'm frustrated. You know, I really feel like that funeral that was broadcast was purposely broadcast the way it was because we was expecting this long funeral. Of course, everybody was waiting for the funeral to start. They said it was going to start at 12, but as you know, the funeral started before 12. I guess different time zones, but I'm pretty sure that I'm in the same time. No, I'm a little different. I'm in a different time zone as theirs, but why was the casket closed? Some people are saying that before they went live, they had it open, and then when they went live, they closed it. What's up? What's up with that? I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it. Why did this happen? Again, the phone lines are open. 312-701-3524. And again, we can go to the funeral. We can go look at the funeral. We can go check it out. And it was only a couple. It was only like one or two people that had access to the funeral and was broadcasting it. I was expecting everybody and their mama to pull out their phone and broadcast it, but obviously they was giving their respects. And you know, I was just expecting just a tremendous amount of things coming out. The wake started at 11, and then the funeral supposedly had started at 12. I believe, right? But typically when you're at the funeral, you see the, you know, I haven't been to too many funerals. Wake is open casket for a few, for viewing the body. Yeah, but every time I've been to a funeral, every time I went to a funeral, you know, the funeral, the people come in and walk and see the body. You know, I thought that was the funeral. You know,
That's the viewing.
That's the viewing.
Yes.
So, maybe I can be wrong, but,
I think only
the
her
pastor
family
was
see.
giving a good sermon, I guess. I was trying to understand and listen to it. Again, the phone lines are open. You guys are more than welcome to call. Again, I would not publish your number at any way, shape, or form. The casket should have been closed. Folks asked about, it's just weird, maybe KJ looking really bad or not looking herself. Yeah, when you die, your body do change or it get big or it get smaller. But when you're that young, even in after death, you still can look good. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put makeup. But as the public, the public wanted to be involved. We in a social society, social media driven society, and we as the public, we was doing our part to help get this case solved. Unfortunately, it's still in the same spot when it started, but we was looking to have some kind of viewing from our standpoint, because we took a great interest into this case, and we understand that the young girl was murdered and her life was taken. But as I told y'all, it's going to be more videos that's going to come out. More videos have already surfaced. More videos have already surfaced already. Man, okay, as a video, you see the young man starts talking about murder, talking about catching bodies, talking about how, yeah, we Irened her and shit like that. Literally real stuff. And then supposedly you probably see the video of them carrying the body out. But as you can see, there was multiple rooms. That the party was occupying. There was 2 conjoining rooms, and then there was a 3rd room, and it possibly could have been a 4th room, but there was more rooms. There was a room on the 1st floor as well. The 1st floor, you're able to access, you're able to enter and exit the hotel from your room, from your own room. So if you're able to access and enter the hotel room from your room, then it makes it that much more easier to take a dead body out. Pool area, entering in your bedroom, your room from the pool area. Think about it. They're telling you what they was doing in that video. We ain't afraid of nothing. We ain't ducking. We ain't hiding. We showing our face. We ain't hiding. Isn't that something? Yes, it is, Stephanie. Isn't that something? But, as the pieces come together, it's like a puzzle. And we're going to put these puzzles together because these people need to understand that we ain't afraid because you are gang members. We ain't going to let up because we are the public. We are the majority. We are the many. We are the ones that's going to come up and show you guys that you guys can't just take innocent people's lives just that easy and just think you're going to taunt in front of us and showboat and say, look, we on that lean, we be popping those pills. No, young man, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you do for your life, but don't take somebody else's life in the midst of it. You understand? We're bigger than that. We're supposed to be together. But guess what? Back to that room. I need to understand. I'm going to give a scenario. I'm going to try to break this down as best as I can. And I'm not perfect. Yeah, it was closed casket. Yep. And I feel like it was close to us. We wanted to see her get laid to rest. Now that leaves us with unease. That leaves us thinking, hey, is there something different going on? I got a caller coming in. I'm gonna take this call. And how you doing? You are on the air. I lost your call. Call back again. If you can get back through, call back again. I'm taking more calls. But if there's a setup, if somebody's trying to set somebody up, and we're trying to find the easiest and best way to set somebody up, they have shown a way to get away with murder. Again, There's a hotel room to where they could have took the young lady, raped her, and beat her, and in that one room downstairs, the lower level, and took her body out. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is possible. And I'm going to tell you where the organ donor place came in and to be involved. And why the security place, the security system was faulty, or the security company was faulty. Now, just bear with me real quick, and I'm gonna break it down the best I can. Here it is that this girl was a target. We know she was a target. It wasn't a random thing. It was premeditated murder or premeditated rape. I believe it was going to be premeditated rape first, and then the girl ended up dead. And then when she ended up dead, then now, oh my God, we got to dispose of the body. But you know, even if it wasn't premeditated, even though the death wasn't premeditated, even if it wasn't, then there was premeditation for a course of rape, and we know that to be for sure. Now, what if the young ladies was bought out by some kind of organ donor place? Because, you know, you can go down to the organ donor place and go give blood for little or nothing, and you get some money that day. So there's a lot of people going in and out of that place, donating that blood, getting money. So, of course, it doesn't take nothing for somebody to say, hey, we give you, hey, this girl, you know, somebody working at that clinic and knowing somebody that work at the security company, at the hotel with the security company, and say, hey, you know, blase splee, you know, somebody is in jail because of this girl. We go take her out. You give me some money. Y'all can get her organs. Like I want to make some money. Easy $2,000-$3,000. We heard 2,000. It could have been more. You know what I'm saying? But these young N-words, they probably took like less than that. But anyway, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, there's the motive for murder. Now, why wasn't the body found quick enough? Let me tell you why. The reason why the body wasn't found right away, because the body wasn't there. Kenneka wasn't there. She wasn't there. Why wasn't she there? Because they needed to remove the organs. Why you think it took so long for the coroner or for them to allow the mother to view the body, and she knew that her child was there? She knew. How did she knew the child was there. So that's why she was tearing up every room, because she probably heard at the last minute the hit was going on her daughter. Frantically searching every room, banging on every door, not coming up with nothing. Probably checked the basement. Where is the camera footage of the mama going crazy or supposedly going nuts, looking for every room, knocking on every door? There's no camera footage of that. Yes, it is. But why don't we see it? It's the reason why. But now, if the body wasn't there, where was it? Down the street at the organ place, getting the organs removed. Then when Facebook blew up, the young lady, I forget her name. She got long black hair. She got piercings. She's a really beautiful girl. She almost broke the news, broke Facebook wide open with this case. And once this thing took off, then oh shit, we gotta get this goddamn, we gotta get this girl back. We gotta get her back. In the middle of the night, they probably had some kind of housekeeping laundry basket, put her body back up in there and pushed her back up in there and put her in that freezer. And thus, here we go. That's why we don't have video footage of her walking into that freezer, because they all know the security hotel cut the cameras and put her back in there. Why didn't they just dump her somewhere else? There's a reason for that. Because they have video footage of the girl never leaving the hotel. So the girl had to be at the hotel. So in the middle of the night before the next morning, they had to put the body back. Is this possible? Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's possible. And this is where the hotel come involved in. Now the police is asking for all this footage, and they're saying, oh shit, we got to delete, we got to scramble, we got to change some video footage, and we got to make sure, because they didn't have no video of her leaving. They had her coming but not leaving. So they had to put the body back. Hold on. Here we go. We got another call. All right. How you doing? What's your name? This is Just King. Turn off your radio or turn off your TV or turn it down.
Okay, you can hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Okay. My first concern, I'm from D.C. and I have 4 sons.
Okay.
And I was with this case since it happened. And the way the mother is showing, I don't know, the way the mother is acting is weird. You get what I'm saying? Because if one of my sons, my oldest son, 19.
Right.
And if one of my kids gets found in a public place in a fucking freezer, I will be devastated and everybody will die. Friends and everything.
What troubles me, and I said this before, and I don't mean to cut you off, I said this before, is that the mother was really gung-ho and she was really, showing up and like, where's my daughter for 3 days, maybe a week. You get my drift? If you can see me, like, if it was me, I'd have been on it every day. Like, what's up? Where's my daughter? I'd have been forced. They would have to call the army on me. Call the security, call the armed guards to stop me from looking for my daughter. That's my daughter. And they don't have no video of her walking into no freezer because they cut the cameras off when they placed her back into that freezer. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have any video of her leaving, so they had to bring the body back and put it in the freezer or put it somewhere to where it looks like, she was at.
I think it's hush money.
And plus, my friend over here, she said, you know what? It could have been hush money.
Like, not to say it's true. I don't know if that's true.
It could have been hush money. It could have been like, look, this is another scenario. Once again, this is another scenario. It could, when somebody trying to hush people up and they know they did something wrong, they're going to say, hey, here's some money. Back off. Don't get into the public eye. Please stop. Don't say nothing else. We apologize for the death of your daughter, but we need this thing shut down. That's going to be the reason why the mom is backing off, or not. It's not in a public eye anymore, fending for her dead daughter.
Maybe she handles things.
You understand?
But it doesn't make sense. It's something bigger than what's going on, because Monifah, when the baby came to my daughter's funeral. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
she wouldn't have came to my daughter's funeral, and you was with my daughter the day she died, and you hit me over some car keys and not my child. No,
right.
It's just not sitting well with me. And this story got me devastated. I crushed my sons because of this.
Right.
We up here at Howard University, like I told you. I'm from D.C., Northwest. So my sons is about to go to college. So I am very iffy. And then Chicago called my sons and saying they could come to their college.
Right.
After I seen this, no, my sons ain't going to step in Chicago because it will be a blood war. I'm telling you, I'm so pissed off with this case. It does not make no sense.
Yep.
I haven't been getting no sleep. My kids been saying, Mom, you've been on the internet. Like, it's crazy. It brings tears to my eyes to what is going on with this girl.
Right. And it about almost a week ago, I was just looking at the case and I was watching some videos, and I got really emotional. I started tearing up. I was sad. And I woke up my wifey and I said, listen, I love you and I appreciate you. And I gave her the biggest hug. I gave my kids hugs, and I appreciate life automatically, but it just made me appreciate the people that surround me a whole lot more, because just like this senseless death here that we're talking about happened, it can happen here at home. It can happen anywhere. And I God forbid that it happens to anybody or any of my followers or any people on the planet. I'm very it just breaks my heart to having to go through this. To have to see this, to have to see my people my young black men and my young black women sending themselves through such crises. You know, if that's a word. You know, it just saddens my heart. You know, it saddens my heart. And you know, another thing I wanted to touch on is that our image is being degraded greatly. And I know I probably said this before. You probably heard me say it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Facebook, it's not all the way bad thing. My mouth getting dry, but if you ever go take a look at Facebook, and you go swipe up and swipe up and swipe up and swipe up, 90% of the time, the image that they're portraying for our young black women is shaking their ass or fighting. The new trend is fighting or rapping about what you would do for the D or what you would do for the P. You know what I'm saying? Rap about what you would do for yourself and your education. That's what matters most. You know what I'm saying? And that's not all that's posted on YouTube, you know, but that's all, I mean, on Facebook, but that's what Facebook allowed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And so even for the young men, you know, and you know, I love black people, I love white people, I love everybody in the world. But when it comes to my young black men, they're trying to take the masculinity out of us. And every time you see there's somebody's getting notoriety, they have to put on the wig or dress. You know what I'm saying? And it's something wrong with that picture. You know what I'm saying? It's something wrong with that picture, because why should I have to put on a dress or a wig or some makeup and talk like a female just to get just to get people to laugh at me or just to get some damn likes? Fuck that. And I don't have nothing against the gay community or anything like that, but just think about it. Think about it. There's a lot of young black men that's educated that post stuff at the same rate of this foolishness, but yet they allow the foolishness to come through, and that's what we view. That's all we view. Come on, guys, we need we need to start thinking better than that.
And then a lot of it comes from television too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm gonna open up.
A lot of it comes from television, and a lot of it comes from these rappers and Nicki Minaj and all that stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, I want to cut off my cable because that's all you see is either something gay. You see, excuse my language, niggas getting shot, women getting raped all the time.
Yep. Well, you know, let me ask a question. Let me ask the question. Do you understand about what dumbing down mean? Dumbing us down. Do anybody know what that mean? Well, let me tell you what dumbing us down mean. You know, back in the day, we would cringe and say, oh my God, when somebody would get punched in the face. Like, that was the most sickest thing to see. Now, if you see somebody getting gunned down on the street on Facebook, you just look and say, oh, like? You hit the like button. And then you swipe up for more. What it is making us consciously, it's making us accept these murders and this violence on Facebook. It's becoming more acceptable. And so if we're taking that in our brains all the time seeing it, then it makes it that much more easier for us to go take a gun and go shoot somebody else, because we have seen it countless over and over and over and over and over again. I challenge everybody, go take your Facebook, go pull it up and go start swiping. Right. And count how many times you see somebody naked, posing, and I'm talking about the young black women. You know, go swipe and go look. Go look. Versus our counter people, and you see them with families and friends, and you know, I hate that. Black women and white women. Yep, it is. But I'm talking about for it's for it happens in every race. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. It happens in every race. But I'm talking primarily about the young black women. Take out every other race and all the males and just focus on the female and just black female and just swipe up. Just swipe up and tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Because, I'm challenging y'all to that. You know, everybody in Chicago, I challenge y'all to that. Just look. It's there. The information is there. The subliminals is there. This is what society thinks that's all we do, and it's not. We do so much more. Our black women do so much more. They're black judges, and not to take anything from white people or Chinese people, but that's what they portray for us. And I'm sick of it, and I want a difference. I started a group called Your Image, My Image, By Image, The Real African Woman. And I started a second group called Your Image, My Image, By Image, The Real African Man. It's on my Facebook. You guys can post different pictures, different pictures of young black men in that group. Education it reigns supreme in that group. Just post good stuff. No entertainers, because I don't allow entertainers to be, because we're so quick to praise the entertainers and say, oh yeah, Jay-Z, he did this good, let's put him in. No, let's not put him in that group. I'm talking about the normal you and me. I'm talking about the
and that's some real stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no entertainers in that group. Like some people like to try to post Rihanna. Nothing against any young black woman making money and being young, black, and successful. I love that. But I don't want entertainers in pictures or videos in that group, because I want it just to be the normal public. I want it to be us. You know what I'm saying? What did you do today? What did we do today? You get what I'm saying? So you can go to my Facebook at Just 33 King Productions, or you can go at Julius Stinnett, STINNETTE at not at Gmail, but anyway. But those are the groups that I started. Somebody said I'm sexist. Well, I'm not sexist. I'm talking about the young black woman and their image. Like I said, I love black women. I love my black men. You know, I think they're all. I think they're all there. I love them all. You know what I'm saying? I love every race. My kids, I love all my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sexist. My kids are black and white, so I'm not racist.
We just gotta stick together.
You know what I'm saying?
As black, we have to stick together more. We have to stick together more.
There's more police brutality.
And so, like, even did y'all know? Do you know? And not to stray away from the Kenneka Jenkins funeral, because this is her time. Do you know that at the police brutality is still happening at the same rate that and at the same rate that it was happening before? It's just not trending now. Thank you for your call. I'm gonna take this next call. Okay. How you doing? You're live on the air.
How you doing? My name is Linda Davis. I'm from Delaware. Just wanted to comment. Look, I'm at work, and I work at Comcast, and I'm like in between calls, looking at the funeral, and I'm like bawling, crying over this. I'm sad. Like,
yes,
we all are affected, and I'm looking at these friends. I'm hearing what you're saying, and they're attired with these bandanas. It's pissing me off. Like, this is the same mentality that honestly led to her demise. Like, I mean,
yep.
I'm just hurt that her friends are like happy, and I understand you rejoice, you know, for somebody's soul. But where I come from, you know, everybody don't believe the way I do, but you don't know.
Thank you. Not
where her, you know, her soul. You don't know where her soul. Like, you, how do we know at the end when we leave this earth? People they have their own beliefs, but
right.
when we leave this earth, do we really know? Like, in the way that this young lady passed away.
Right.
Like, this is, honestly, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't rejoice. I'm pissed off. And one girl on the camera showing herself, she know everybody watching.
Right. I'm married to a black woman too at that too. So don't get it. I'm married to a black woman.
That's what I'm saying. What was that?
I said somebody threw a comment out there. I'm listening to you. I'm multitasking. Somebody said I'm married to a white woman. And my wife is black as all outdoors. She's white and black. She's raised by her black side.
Right.
So
Teach your children. Teach these girls. Like, we all did things when we was young, but I love this child. Like, I don't even know this child. We are hurt by this. She had on a bra and a jacket, and these people running around with gangster clothes on. At a funeral, this child was murdered.
No, but what tripped me out? Punch
one of them chicks.
What tripped me out was that one of the guys, remember the video in the kitchen where they was trying to determine whether or not that guy with the blue jacket with the white hoodie was sitting over there in the corner? Well, guess what?
Yes, it was it. Yes.
Well,
yes,
guess what? Somebody was there with that same exact jacket on at the funeral. At the funeral.
That's what I'm saying. That's people saying that's not like it's right in front of you. How much if a pole was in front of you, would you see that?
Right.
If a brick was coming at them, like I'm like, would y'all see that? They coming at me and hating on me and sending hate mails and nobody's trying to be right or wrong. We just want justice for this girl.
Right. And I
was listening to S.C. Berry. I encourage everybody to check S.C. Berry out. She's an activist. She had a great point. These parents, they need to go shut that hotel down.
Yep.
Shut it down because they had underage children there doing drugs and drinking. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't let up.
And that's why.
Teresa, I mean, I understand. At first, I was like against what everyone was saying. Don't talk about her. She's going through. Leave her alone. I'm still saying that.
Right.
But I'm also feeling like this, that you can't let up, and she'll never get her daughter back. I'm not happy with the way the friends. I'm sorry, but I'm not happy how they're just happy. They're rejoicing, listening to music. They think that's so fun and cute. That's not cute. What happened to being a lady and a gentleman? What happened to,
Call back.
Dead? But what happened to the things that make you respectable? You out here with a bandana on?
Right.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all.
Right, and we got to understand that, and that's why I feel like the mama kind of backed off is because she got some hush up money, and the value of the hotel was way heavier than the life of a young woman, and she took blood money.
I ain't feeling it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like she took blood money.
Child. Ain't no dollar in this world for bring your child. And there's nothing going to shut me up. Nothing's going to shut me up over if it was my child. Like, oh no, you can't pay me enough money to stop me from finding out what happened. I mean, you got people sending text messages, even like S.C. Barrett said, even if these text messages and stuff was fake. Go find out. Did anybody look? Why are they, like, somebody should be arrested? I'm just like, Lord.
Well, you know what? They're standing out there as if, nothing happened. They're at that motel and they're celebrating the death of this girl, the young man that you see in my other videos. Crazy. Go check out my page. There's other videos. There's like 4 or 5 videos that I just posted today. Kenneka's murderers. Mm-hmm. They're out there dancing around, talking about how they go catch a body, how they do this, and we know what that means. I'm from Detroit. I know what that means. We go catch another body.
We know what that is. They got something to do with it. They guilty, and they getting away with it, and they're rejoicing because they got away with it, and they don't care nothing about her. I would not allow none of them friends at my funeral. My child wasn't there. I don't understand it, and I do agree with one thing that when I'm gonna go, but honestly, I'm not going to disrespect Teresa. But like the lady said, you got to draw a line between your friend and your child. They have to understand a boundary. You can't do that.
Right.
I was against Tommy Sotomayor. I'm still against the things he say, but now that I'm like, you can't. There has to be boundaries with your children.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
They can't. They're going to be naive. End up in situations they don't have their own mind and influence easily. No, don't be gullible. You gotta have your own mind in this world. This is the evil world we live in. These people are getting away with it. The friends are at the daggone funeral that knows something or had something to do with this.
Everybody played the part in Kenneka's murder. And it took out a whole squad to take one person's life. That means that girl was so powerful. They knew they couldn't do it themselves. Coward motherfuckers.
Right.
And excuse my language, coward motherfuckers. If y'all need to express yourself and start cussing when y'all call, fuck it. Coward motherfuckers, but I try to not to. All right, thank you for your call. Thank you for your call.
When that's how the enemy does, he want to take out that one that guy got, and he put them in the wrong crowd, and then that's how he destroys you. So you gotta be very, very wise. You can't be a young person following around being a fucking follower.
Right. You
gotta have your own mind. Thank God I always have my own mind.
Right.
You just can't do it. Older people, you can't try to be the cool one.
Right.
And that's so messed up, man. But I'm gonna get off my break now and go back to work. But thank you for taking
You
my
go to
call.
work.
I'm gonna check those videos out.
Thank you for your call. Just King Productions. Holla at your boy. Peace and love. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. Please give me a call. Please give me a call. The phone lines are open. The phone number is 312-701-3524. That's the Chicago area code. 312-701-3524. And if you didn't pick up, call back. Don't hesitate to call back. We're here. We're talking about it. These people, I call them the savages. The first name that I called them was the body snatchers. I said when Kenneka was missing, when they first couldn't find her, I said, God damn those body snatchers, them damn body snatchers. Why are they trying to snatch her body up? You know. And then it came out that some of her friends played her at the party. Hey, they are called body snatchers too. We gotta name who they are, and it's sad that, you know, we have to have people. You know, we grow up trusting friends. I grew up with a lot of friends as a kid. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and I remember I had to be in the house when the street lights went up. When the street lights came on, we better be in the house. You know, not because it wasn't safe at the time I was growing up, but because of the respect that my mom and my grandmother and my grandparents had, you know, and said, you know, just be responsible and be in the house by this time. In this day and age now, kids lack responsibility because they're always like this. Every time you talk to a kid, they're always like this. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Uncle. And they're just on their phone talking to you, like, and you're standing right there in their face. We need to. When I'm going to see my kids, I say, you know what? Let's put our phones in our pocket, because these phones and the social media is dumbing us down. If you're not a conscious mind, then it can destroy you. You have to have a conscious mind of what's around you. You know, I challenge y'all. Do you guys know 10 people numbers without your phone? You know, these are some of the things that could have caused her death. Like, we just, you know, it's kind of far-fetched. I get it, but when we depend so much on a computer and a website and the social media, people that probably don't even exist. It's been many times people send me requests to be my friend, and they're fake. It's just a computer-generated request by Facebook, and they base it on your likes. Every time you hit that like button, every time you hit like, you send a census. You send that data somewhere, and when they get enough data. So now they're going to start sending you friend requests from fake people, so they can now slowly merge out your friends, because sometimes you get into it with your friends and then they take you off, and then everybody that you got blocked, they will send a fake Facebook person just like that person. I'm sorry. I missed the call. I'm sorry. Call back, caller. I don't know why I can't hear. Oh, let me turn it up. Sorry about that, caller. You can call right back. If you can call right back, I'm going to answer it. It's right here. But yeah, this Facebook, and it's YouTube and Instagram. If you're not conscious, if you don't have a conscious mind to understand what's going on, then you can be lost in the dirt. You can be lost in the grass, and we don't want to be lost people. We want to have a mind. We want to read books. You want to read books. You want to grow your mind, and not, if you ever go on a bus or a train, everybody's like this. What are we doing? We're slowly converting our mind to this phone. Oh, man. You know? So what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? This is Just King Production. Holla at your boy. Don't forget to subscribe to my page and that notification bell probably on this side on your phone. You can hit the notification and you can get first up information. How you doing? This is Just King. You're live on the air.
Well, hi. Is there a delay? Because I'm actually watching the live feed and talking at the same time, but you're different. I think it's a delay.
Yeah, it will be a delay because when I start talking, it's a small 5 to 10 second delay or 5-second delay. Like whatever I just said right now already happened.
Oh, okay. Well,
so what you do before you start talking, when you start talking, turn whatever you're watching, turn it down, so I won't hear myself again.
Okay.
But you can see me and you just hear me through the phone.
Okay, no problem. So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you well. I just don't want to hear myself.
Okay.
Through
right.
your phone.
Makes sense. Okay, so anyway, I'm not understanding why everyone is so upset with her mom. From watching this whole thing, it just seems like the mother is just basically like tired.
Yes, it has
and if this was gang related, even though the tricksters set her up and the whole nine, it's just like the mom is fighting cancer. And
supposedly, like,
knows, huh?
Do we know that? Do we know that?
What, that the mother's fighting cancer?
Yes. Because
I don't know. Like I said, I've just been following this whole thing from YouTube.
Exactly.
And so it just seems like the mother, basically had like a draining tube now. I mean, if she's acting, man, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, her daughter was killed. The best friends show up at her funeral.
Yep.
The little nigglets who did it, they just boasting about it.
Right, yes.
So, I mean, this whole thing is just like a Lifetime movie that is just turned into disgusting.
Irene had a lot to do with it. That's why they called it, if you listen to what they're saying, we Irene in it. We Irene in it. We're killing it. We're killing this. Like if you walk in saying, I'm killing this dance, yeah. You would say, I'm Irene in this dance. Or if you want to take, I'm killing that person, I'm Irene in that person. They say clear stay in there. I know what they mean. I know what they're talking about. And then it so happens they start talking about, oh, we got some pills to go in that drink. They said that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And then we go catch a body? Come on.
I just feel that this whole thing is just sad because this little 19-year-old girl was killed.
Yes.
Ridiculously. It basically played out on Facebook.
From beginning to end. And guess what? We're going to have more videos and more stuff to come out. And I guarantee you somehow in some way somebody got the video of that girl's death. And somehow, some way, we're going to see it soon. But to the mother, God bless her soul. Only God knows what she's going through. I can't say nothing negative or bad. I only can go by what I see. If it was me. I'm just comparing her to me, and some people, they grieve different. Sometimes to cope with something, they like to be alone, or some people can't take to be in the media. They can't talk on TV, or it's difficult for some people. But if it was me, I'm going all out. I'm going all out.
Right.
I'm going all out.
You know what I've noticed is that there are so many prominent people that's in the entertainment business-wise that hasn't even mentioned this fiasco.
And see, that's what we're used to. That's what we're used to, the entertainment people to come to our rec shoe and say something, Jay-Z. Say something, Beyonce. We need them parents. Where's the father? We need the father to say something. Is he alive? We need somebody to say something.
That's a great question too. That is a good question. No one ever mentioned her father.
Never mentioned him.
No one ever mentioned that.
The mother is stepping out of the limelight, and she's just it's crazy. I don't know what to say about it. All I know is what I would do, and what I know is that these guys murdered that young girl, and it was supposed to have been a rape. And
Right.
and it's supposed to be caught on recorder. They're supposed to be doing it so they can send it to the guy in jail, and so they can say, hey, nah, we got you back. But the girl ended up dead. But the thing that kind of flipped everything was that after she died, the organ place came about, and that's why they couldn't find the body for like 24 hours, and because they had video of the girl coming in the hotel, but they never had video of her leaving, so they knew the girl was still there somewhere. So in the middle of the night, they had to get that body back, and so now that's why the hotel was in jeopardy, and the security got fired. They got whole new staff. Everybody's brand new. Everybody is brand new. It's nobody that's been there since the beginning, since the break of the case. I think only housekeeping, but
Wow.
the security is the whole security team was fired. Go check out that video I put on about the red squares. It explains to you and how someone else is in that
Right.
room with her.
Yeah, that's
thank you
crazy.
for your
Well,
call.
I just pray for that little girl's
Yes.
family,
Yes.
and I hope that she really just rests in peace now. She's away from all those shysters and
Yes.
everyone else, because the whole situation is sad. But I appreciate you,
Yes, thank you.
for at least speaking on, different situations. So have a good day.
You
Thank
too. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to be part of the notification squad. I love you. Talk to you soon. Peace and love.
Bye-bye.
Okay, the lines are... Sorry I missed your call. And if you got any, please put them on here. I'm getting them, and I do respond. And if you subscribe to my page, I do return and I will subscribe to your page. So if you subscribe to mine, I most definitely will subscribe. Or even if you leave a message, I like to go in and start justice for Kenneka. I like that from Carolyn Stinnett. I like that. Shout out to Carolyn. Most definitely, you can call back. If I missed your call, please call. Hi, this is Just King. You are on the air. If you got anything that you're watching me on, turn it down and just listen to me through your phone. How you doing? How you doing? You're on the air. Got a bad connection. Hang up and try to call back. Most definitely, we're not giving up on that. Call me. Voice your opinions. We're taking calls all day. We're taking calls until you guys are done with this. Until we down to 50 people, 60 people, then we might stop taking calls. But let's give me a call. Okay, so yeah, back to this. Lines are open at 312-701-3524. The phone lines are open. You're more than welcome to call. The lines are open 312-701-3524. Voice your opinion. I will not share your number online. I will not share your number on live or nothing. We have another call coming in. How you doing? You're live on the air.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great.
Good. This is really sad. I'm calling from Pennsylvania, and I've been watching the story unfold, and I think you're doing a tremendous job of keeping me updated.
Thank you. I appreciate your call.
Sure, my heart goes out to her family, and I hope and pray that they catch the killers.
Okay, I appreciate your call. Thank you for calling in. Another supporter of Kenneka. I'll talk to you later. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling from Auburn, Washington.
How you doing?
and I have a question for you.
Go ahead. Shoot
I'm
your
doing good. How you doing? My concern is, why is the mom not speaking? Why is she not telling anybody if she really knows what's going on? Why is she not speaking and telling people what happened so we could be at peace too?
You know what? When you sometimes, and I'm gonna go at the defense of the mom on this one, because sometimes when you have suspects that they're going to go get, and you're not good with the media, sometimes you may get emotional and get on camera and say, "I'm coming to get you. We know who you are." So they're probably telling her that, hey, don't get on social media. If you do get on social media, just say you're going to meet up somewhere. That's it. Because that's all we hear her say is, "Hi, live. I'm going to be at this location. Come join me." You know, but as far as her getting up on the stage and talking with her lawyer, we don't see that no more. And that's what concerned me, and that's what concerns my thousands of my fans, is that we want her to say something. We need more information. We want to feel okay that she's okay, and the mother is not giving us that. She's not giving us that comfort. And I guess that's what we're looking for.
You know, even though she doesn't give details on what exactly happened, at least let us know that it's going to be taken care of, that these people who did this to this baby is going to be punished for what they've done. I have a granddaughter, and the first thing out my mouth was, my grandbaby's not going nowhere.
Right.
She ain't going to have no friends. She's not going to have nothing. Because of the world we live in, it's like, if something was to happen to her and she's biracial, are they not going to care?
Right.
And if something was to happen to her, and I had all these people backing me, all these people from all over the country protesting, you know, showing love, praying, and doing all this, for me to find out what happened to her, I feel like they would have the right to know, you know, she was murdered. And the people are being looked into now, other than leaving us all hanging, thinking these people aren't ever going to be found and these people are never going to be punished. And
they gonna be found.
My honest opinion is if I went out with my friends and one of my friends was inebriated, couldn't walk, or was drugged, or what have you, they're not gonna leave my sight.
Right.
I'm going to be right there 24/7 until, you know, we get home. And none of it makes any sense. I feel like everybody, there's so many lies. There's so much he say, she say. There's so much of the conspiracy theories. What are we supposed to believe?
Well, you know what? Somebody said that, you know, there's new videos coming out of her walking in the hallway, and it adds to the conspiracy. Well, you have to know that if the hotel had the power to send a dummy video out, they're going to flood the system, or they're going to flood this flood social media with videos of a look-alike. We already got the first part of it, and we already determined that it was not her, or it could not have been her, or it could have been somebody else. So that just raised eyebrows and allowed that hotel or that security or some other group of people to start sending fake videos of a supposed to be Kenneka Jenkins out there to social media to further their agenda. And so now we're left with the conspiracy. You get what I'm saying? The conspiracy. And it's a ball of trash that, you know, these other groups are forming. And it's just a sad situation. Thank you for your call. I'm gonna keep the phone lines open.
Thank you so much for hearing me out.
Okay, no problem. I love hearing from you guys. Please give me a call. The phone lines are open. They are open. Thank you for your call, caller. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are all open. If you're How you doing? You're live on the air.
Okay, no problem. I love hearing from you guys. Please give me a
Hello?
Yes. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. If you are listening to me on a separate screen, just turn that device down so I won't hear myself and I can hear you over the phone. Do not turn your phone down, just turn the TV down or the computer screen. Whatever you're looking at me, wherever you see my face, turn that down.
Okay, I did.
Okay. Go ahead, you're live on the air.
Okay, the question that I have is, that she is still alive. Is she dead? Because they had a closed door. Is she dead?
Well, she thank you for your call. Yeah, she could be still alive. It's very possible. I feel like if it's possible for somebody to take a whole human being out of a camera view, when you know that two people are there and they took one person out, I feel like it's possible that she could still be alive, and that, social media put them on a spot to where they had to keep it going. They couldn't just turn it off because we, the community, was pushing play and pushing record and pushing and seeing and looking and deciphering and determining that something's wrong. And so since something wrong, Chicago, we need you to step up and do something better than what you're doing. So since the public became involved and it became a national case, then I feel like it's possible she's still alive and that they just kept on with this, because some people say, well, why would they go through such extremes just to push a person in protective custody or take her somewhere else? Who knows? Who knows the importance of this one young girl? We don't know if she knows somebody in higher up. We don't know. We can't judge a book by its cover, but yeah, she very much could be still alive. Thank you for your call.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. The phone lines are back open. You can call at 312-701-3524. The phone lines are open. Yeah, I feel like she's dead. I do. Like, I'm 70% sure, feeling like she's dead. But hey, did anybody see her dead in the casket? Can anybody tell me if they seen her dead in the casket? I see a lot of people say, hey, stop it, she's dead. I feel like she could be dead, but I haven't seen, all we seen was a video of a girl walking in the hallway and everybody else around it. That's it. Think about it. All we seen was a video of somebody walking, appears to be drunk, and St. Louis, what's up? Hi, you're live on the air. You're calling from the Show Me State. Tell me something good. I lost that caller. If you hear me, call me back. If you hear me, call me back. Again, the number is 312-701-3524. But yeah, again, back to that, all we seen, and I'm not gonna keep telling you what I think I know and what we're all we want is justice. I'm gonna tell you that you said stop it with she is still alive. You sound stupid. Well, have you seen this girl alive? That's my question. And if she's still alive, please call in and tell me why you think she's still alive. The number is 312-701-3524. Stop it with she's. You gotta call and let it ring. You call and hang up. But tell me why you think she's still alive. I need to hear from you. Maria, I need to hear from you. Tell me why you think she's still alive. I was born famous first. The number is 312-701-3524. Some people believe she's still alive. Part of me feel like she's still alive. Some people say she's dead. I feel like, why go through such lengths just to hide somebody or to kill somebody? I mean, either or is still going to be like this outrageous number of group of peoples that was taking people out. Like, I mean, that was taking a person away just to hide them or taking their lives. I mean, who is the higher up? If there is somebody. But again, the number is open. My phone lines are open. And I see I got a lot of missed calls. I'm going to try to reach out to you guys. Right now. And give me a second, family. Here we go. This person called a whole lot. Let me give them a call back. Let's see what's going on. What's on your mind? Oh, snap. I didn't call with my real number. Don't call me back. Don't call back. Good. Okay, so the lines are open, 312-701-3524. The line is open. You're more than welcome to give me a call. Let's talk Kenneka. I'm hearing that you guys are thinking she's still alive. I don't know why. Yep, I feel like these rapists killed her. I think they killed her. I feel like there's a possibility that she's still alive, but most of me is saying that, I'm not lying. I'm just going by what I've seen. I like to be honest. I like to give real news, not fake news. I didn't see the casket open. Millions of people didn't see the casket open. Like, did you see the casket open? The person that said, I'm lying, let me go back down. You're lying. Maria. This is another Maria. You said I'm lying. Santos. You feel like I'm lying? Tell me why. Hold on. This. How you doing? You're live on the air.
Hello?
How you doing? You're live on the air. Guess they hung up. And get a power source going over here. Hi, this is Just King Production. How you doing? You're live on the air.
Hello. Let me turn off my I just wanted to say a couple things. Everybody's putting out their own videos and everything else. I'm really so sorry for this young girl.
Yep.
I really don't know what happened to her because there's so many things out there. Just like I don't think anybody knows what happened to her. But there's really some other undercover shit. Now, this last video I just saw that was close up with them putting her casket down in the ground, and at the end of it, I can't tell you, I think it was PMX or something like that, and they were doing single petal, one flower on top of the casket, and you could hear it echoing. There's no way in hell, and I've been to plenty of funerals in my life, that you can throw a flower on a casket and it echoes because of the body weight that's in there.
Nobody in there.
So from what I don't think so either.
Nobody's in there.
There wasn't an open casket because reading the comments, I wasn't there. So this is all assuming, just like most of us are just viewing this. But I still ain't seen a tear. And like I said, throwing that single flower on there, and you can hear that echo.
Right.
There's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there. There was nothing in there. And you read, and it was a closed casket.
Yeah. I just read on the TMX, whoever that is, website, there's, everybody had a live or watching a live stream, but there was somebody that commented, was it an open casket? And somebody that was there said, no, the casket was closed the whole time. Now, I'm a mother, and I'm sorry, if the last picture that I saw was my daughter laying in a casket,
right.
laying in a freezer, frozen, I would at least want to see her at peace.
Yep.
Now, I don't know. These are just me assuming.
And the public, if I was a public figure in a moment, and I knew that the whole Chicago area had my back, and they was asking for justice for Kenneka, and I knew that hundreds of thousands of people was tuning in to see my daughter or my son or whoever, and
right.
I'm gonna forget them. Even for me, I'm just gonna have something for myself. I'm gonna have it open. I'm not gonna close this thing for what? She's not mutilated. She's not none of that stuff. They didn't when she already viewed her from the neck up. Obviously her head was okay, but it's a lot of it's something going on, and I'm sick of it.
I believe the same thing because, like I said, I'm a grandmother of 6, and I've just been watching it because at my job I can sit there and listen and watch videos all day, every day because of what I do. So I followed it a lot, and I really wanted to believe the mother and all of that, and I've seen a lot of things, and maybe it's just something she doesn't want people to know, but I'm just saying for me.
And somebody just made a valid point on a message. I'm gonna take it a little bit. I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit. Florida. She said because she's going back and forth with somebody, say, hey, you should have took a picture if it was an open casket. Well, in this day and age, if there was an open casket, somebody out there, hundreds of thousands of people that's covering this thing, somebody would have took a picture. Somewhere that picture would have been floating across social media so quick.
Right.
Every time you see
you're exactly right. And because of all these other people that have been trying to get likes
and if it is a picture, send it to the number that I'm saying it right now. And I'll show it to you I'll put it online right here, right now. Somebody said there is a picture. Well, send the picture right now at 312-701-3524. And you can, like I tell everybody, I like to be proven wrong. I don't want to be right all the time. I want to hear that I'm wrong because this is real news. I can take criticism, constructive criticism. I can take a negative comment. I can take a positive comment. Even if somebody posts a negative comment, I'm not going to delete it.
Everybody in the world, everybody, that I've seen, a lot of people, if you look at all these different people's views about whether she was in the freezer, whether she wasn't, there's a lot of people following this that, feel sorry for this young baby. She was a baby. I've seen organs were donated. A transgender wanted her ovaries. I've seen everything. And I'm like, wow, what really happened to this baby? But I'm telling you, for me, as a mother and a grandmother, for one, I saw this child's casket pull up in an SUV.
Now, Lakeisha Johnson said, yes, the casket was open. She's gone, so rest in peace. Now, Lakeisha could be very right, and give a shout out to Lakeisha Johnson. Holla at your boy. I like your messages. But she said it was very much open, and she's dead and rest in peace. But I have yet to see it.
She is able to rest in peace because
exactly.
This has driven a lot of people crazy. That was a very beautiful young girl, and I hope she does rest in peace. But when it finally came to those pictures today, and I saw she didn't pull up in a hearse, I saw she didn't have like the 6 friends or that were pallbearers, and then it wasn't an open casket. And I was like, what the hell's really on? But the single flowers that were thrown on top of the casket as they were laying her in the ground, you could hear it pinging off of the casket. And I'm like, you wouldn't be able to ping because that body weight is in there.
Right. And I'm gonna respond to some people. People are saying that we're disrespecting her funeral or her death. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're concerned. We're concerned people.
What happened to her?
Because if it can happen to her, then it can happen. It's a possibility that it can happen to everybody else. And once we have knowledge, because knowledge is power, once we have knowledge of and understanding what happened in great detail, then we can take the course of action so it won't happen to me, and I can take a course of action so it won't happen to my son or my daughter. So
that's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. It's not just about a picture.
To think that's disrespecting her. It's just following everything that's been going on. Now the day has come to lay her to rest, and then you see all these differences.
Right.
So if there is a picture of her resting in peace, we would like to know also.
Yeah.
Because everybody had their phone.
Yeah.
Everybody had their cameras. They put it on social media, everything else.
Yeah, because it moved me emotionally. I had to stop what I was doing, and I went in there and hugged my people that was around me, and I told them, look, I love you and I appreciate you guys. I don't want you to come up missing and vanishing on a computer screen and shit. I don't want that for my family. I don't want that for nobody. But
No.
we are human beings, and we're here to talk. Some people process things differently, and some people need to talk their issues out or their emotions out when stuff like this happen. Even if we don't know her, it still affects us one way or another because the person lost their life. So at the end of the day,
she's a child, and like
yes.
you said, we have children, we have grandchildren, and there's been millions of people watching it.
Right.
But when I saw that today, I was just like, oh my God, what's really going on? But I'm telling you now, if to me, I hope she did where her friends could see her and see her rest in peace besides this horrible image that we all have been given of her.
Well, thank you for your call. I'm going to take the next call. I really appreciate you. This is Just King Production. Don't forget to subscribe. Holla at your boy. Okay, the lines are back open. Sorry for the delay. All right, what's going on? This is Just King. You are live on the air.
Hi, I'm ready to talk. Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I have a couple of questions for you. I'm not going to hold you up too long, but I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay, speak up a little bit in the phone.
Okay, is it better?
Yes.
Okay, I have a couple of questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first question was Judge Dyer there today?
I don't think so. The last I heard was he was upset with the mother, but I'm pretty sure he could have been there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Hundreds of people was there. Thousands. It was close to. It was some thousands. So I'm not sure. I didn't see everybody. Go ahead.
The next question: do you find it weird and strange that Monifah and Kenneka? I mean, not Kenneka.
Irene.
Monifah and what's the other young lady's name?
Irene.
Do you feel like it was kind of weird that they was there and they was like literally like right behind the mothers in the casket and everybody was walking out? You don't feel as though that was weird? I felt dirty. I felt like
well, because when the case broke, everybody initially.
I didn't get it.
Well, when the case broke, everybody initially had this hate for them because they thought they did it. We don't know if they did it or not, but it's a strong possibility that they did. But, in order to broadcast your innocence, the placement of Kenneka and Irene was done purposely by whomever. You must stay with the mother. You must or stay with the casket, or you must walk close to in this spot wherever they were. It was done purposely, and it was done to give the public some ease in their emotions about them. But for me, it still don't exclude them, because just because you walk next to the casket, you know, it's been many people that some people, you know, that I know that then did murders and went to the damn funeral, then got caught up at the funeral and went to jail from the funeral. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just because you show up to somebody's funeral doesn't mean that you didn't do it. You know, so, but I mean, for us, yes, it's going to feel dirty and icky, because we, in our mind, believe that they set her up and they shouldn't have left her behind, or they shouldn't have allowed her to walk away or leave with whomever. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we're going to look at them and just have this opinion about them. Even if they did or didn't do it, we still want to have this opinion, because the majority believe that they have something to do with it. So,
is it true or false that Mom had access to all the video of that day?
excuse me?
Did Mom have access to all the video?
No.
The 36 hours of video?
No, she didn't have access to absolutely nothing for at least a week. Nothing. She didn't have nothing. All she knew was her daughter was gone, and then when she found out where her body was, she wasn't allowed to go even see the body the day later. And even then, once the body was shipped to wherever it had to go, to the coroner's office, she still wasn't allowed for a time period to even go see her daughter then. And then even like normally you'll be able to see the daughter from head to toe, she was only able to see her daughter from the neck up. So
for the second autopsy or whatever, she doesn't have that report.
Nothing. No, there's no other autopsy, and they still haven't found out the cause of death. And they're putting her in the ground. Wait a minute, you telling me that we're having this funeral and they're putting her in the ground, but they don't have the cause of death? So that means A, she's not in a casket, and they're keeping her out to find out the cause of death and just throwing the funeral out there for the public and everybody, and just going to have a separate funeral and actually put her to rest then? Because I don't see why they would put her in the ground if they haven't found out the cause of death and then dig her back up. That's stupid. But thank you for your call. I'm gonna go to the next call. I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, phone lines are open. Sorry about that. We're going to try to keep the questions down to like 3 minutes so we can get everybody on. How you doing? You're live on the air.
Hi. Hey, thanks for doing this live show.
No problem. What's going on?
Well, I just had a couple thoughts. The first one being that even though there's a lot of YouTube videos on this, it's really bringing a lot of attention, and it's really gotten international attention because everybody's seen Kenneka walking around and smiling and laughing and having fun, and so everybody feels like they kind of got to know her.
Yep.
And so it's very touching to people.
Yes.
It's very different than just seeing a face on the news at night. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yes.
And then, of course, along with that is that it's really bringing a lot more attention and awareness to how much the Black community is targeted, as well as the Native Americans. And that needs to continue to be talked about.
Yes,
and I think
thank you.
It's a topic a lot of people don't want to talk about.
And it brought it to the forefront. It brings awareness
and so this has been going on for a very, very long time.
Yes, it has. And it brings awareness to our community, or the Chicago community, and for this split second or this moment in time, we are actually seeing Chicago as a city and state or whatever come together as one. being that they had a high rate of murder, I'm pretty sure that number is going to come down, and there's a lot of people that's coming together. Now, since we have this platform, or since Chicago have this platform, it's what you do from this point, Chicago. You know, it's what you do from this point. That's what's going to make a difference. You know, and you guys can use this platform. You guys can use this time to start uniting and going into the communities and talking to these young men and these young women about safety and awareness. Go ahead, finish your statement.
Yeah, so I would like your listeners also to know that on a side note, there's a guy that has a channel. His name is George Webb. He's been doing some reporting, street reporting, for the last year. He's trying to bust open the spy ring in Congress, all those Pakistanis. Now, one of them was recently arrested, but they're trying to shove that under the carpet. But what George is discovering is all the rat lines with the Pakistanis. Mm-hmm. And it's all about drug running, weapons running, and human trafficking, and organ harvesting.
Wow.
And he's coming around right about now. He's starting to hit the black community, what he's talking about. In Chicago, he talks about all the hundreds of thousands of black men in the last 10 years that have just gone missing. But now we're hitting a lot of women, younger women. So if you ever get a chance, tune into him and start following, because this is really important for our country. That, you know, I think a lot of Congress, maybe even the Senate, nobody wants to talk about it. They're all scared shitless up there. And they don't want this to get out. But George is really trying. He's got a lot of people following. But it's just, again, be aware of how this all ties in together.
Yes. Thank you. We're taking more calls. Yes. We're taking more calls.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hi, you're live on the air. This is Just King Productions. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, from the gate, this didn't smell too good. This smelled fishy from the gate. And one, why were they wearing purple? And two, why are they just now burying her?
Well, you know, when they have an open case, you know, you can't, and you have to check the body out. Sometimes when you bury somebody, it's a delay, you know, because it will be a waste of time to bury somebody and then have to dig the body back up. But that's what I was saying, is that her death was strange in a sense, but her funeral was more stranger, because I want closure with this thing. I want to move on to the next topic, but I don't, because as human beings, we must continue on. We must share our emotions and talk about it, but then carry on and move on, because we can't stay stuck here. You know,
it's gonna be hard to move on, because so much unfairness that happened. I mean, you couldn't get away with this for no other family, with no autopsy, and we still don't know what she passed away from.
Right.
That would be impossible.
Yeah, and no second autopsy, and then they don't know the cause of death. They know she had a date rape drug inside of her. They know that she was raped. But where's the semen, the evidence from that? You know what I'm saying? So
right,
like they should have all the evidence, but it seems to me that they don't want to find. They don't want to arrest nobody. You know?
No. You're right. I'm not gonna hold you up. Thank you for taking my call. You have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
We are live on the air. We are taking calls. Just to miss a call from somebody, call back. We are here. We got a call from Detroit. What's up, Detroit?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Ellen.
Your name is who?
And I was called. My name is Ellen.
Ellen. Hey, Ellen, how you doing?
Ellen?
Yes.
I'm fine. I've been watching this since it's been going on. And it's all messed up because that was the innocent bystander.
What do you mean by innocent bystander?
Because she had nothing to do, and she had no knowledge of this.
Who is
and this is real crazy. You're supposed to be a best friend. Best friends don't do that. sorry. I don't know where they get best friends supposed to be.
Right.
Dictionary.
Anybody know about the 911 call? Thank you, Ashley. Anybody know about the 911 call when the mom was stating on the call that these girls wasn't telling the truth? Remember that?
Yes.
But so now since mom got some hush up money, then she go hush up and spread the wealth to all these little killers. Like, look, what the is going on?
Right, and it's crazy. But my thing is, I don't know if you was looking at the funeral and you didn't point out. Then the 3 boys came to the funeral, came in.
I've seen one guy that resembled one of the guys that was in that video.
Yes.
I seen somebody with one of those really light blue jackets on with a white hoodie. I'm like, what the fuck? How we can't write this stuff. I mean, it's happening in front of our eyes that they're telling us that this murder is going to take place, and and this is the scary thing about it. And I want y'all to hear me with this. Just like it was trending for cops to kill young black men. Just hear me, pause for a second.
Right.
And we kept watching it, and it kept happening, and it dumbed us down, and we became comfortable with it. At first, we was angry. Then all of a sudden, our anger just started going down, and then we started accepting it. Oh, another guy got shot. Okay, that's called dumbing us down. I feel like they're just testing the field with this new murder. They're about to start going all out. I bet you it's going to be another female to come up missing and in the same scenario, and it's going to be made public, and they're not going to find her, and because it happens all the time. But since social media is becoming so driven, and like, for example, we can't walk outside the door without being recorded in some shape or form. You follow what I'm saying? So since the masses, the greater the heads know that, so now we have to find a way to keep on doing what we're doing, because it no longer can be a secret. But we got to learn how to hide the secret even when it's in front of their face.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's going to happen again, and we're going to be angry, but then we're going to start getting comfortable, and that's the sad thing about it. We can't give in. We can't give in to these folks. We can't dumb ourselves down. We can't allow these people to make us feel comfortable to kill a young lady or a young man or an unarmed man. Like, come on, guys. Like, come on, people. Don't you know that they're showing us what they're going to do?
Yes, and it's happening every day.
Every day.
And this is the top of the gun right here, if you look at it.
Right.
I discussed it. Like I said, it's not no racial thing, but all kind of people need to stick together
CJ.
and do something with ourselves.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to take the next call.
We need to love together.
Yes. Yes.
But that's all I'm going to say. But another thing, Irene and Mother Lisa, whatever her name is, they was there too. I can't believe that.
Well, another case, and I know. Send me the link. Thank you for your call. And it sucks. Hi, you're live on the air. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, how you doing?
Fine.
You're live on the air. This is Just King Productions.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes, shoot your question.
Okay, they said that they did one autopsy.
Excuse me?
Did they do one autopsy?
One. From what I know, one, and they had a second one. When they did the second one, they couldn't find the cause of death, but that still don't add up to me.
So the first one, they couldn't find. The first one, they couldn't find nothing on their autopsy.
Well, the reason they did a second one is because they wasn't comfortable with the police station and their autopsy. So they wanted an independent one from Kenneka's mother's lawyer. So the second one was done, you know, it was from Kenneka's mother, and her lawyers wanted the body so they can do their separate one because they just did not feel comfortable with the Chicago PD and their autopsy.
Okay, so they already buried the body.
Yep, they supposedly they put her in the ground today, and she's resting in peace. I'm gonna say a big supposedly because I don't know. I didn't see the casket open. A lot of people said it was. I was looking at the funeral, but I didn't see. I couldn't. They wouldn't give it to us. They wouldn't let us see it. So I'm gonna take the next call. Thank you for your call. Okay.
Well, I have one more question. I had a cousin like that, and they did a second autopsy on him. But what they did, they took his brain, they took all of his organs out, and they buried him, just the body. And they had his organs running tests on them. And I guess somebody was telling me them tests was for drugs. See what drugs is in the system or anything.
Right.
So I don't know about how they would do that to test for anything else, but they take all the organs out. And
right.
It took like a month before it came back.
Right. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. Well, thank you for your call. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, this is Just King. You're live on the air. Thank you for sharing my link. Everybody share your link. Share my link. And so we can get this information out. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And please hit that notification bell so we can all get the notification. So we can be in one. So we can be in unison. Thank you. You're live on the air. How can I help you?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, well, I was calling about the Kenneka Jenkins case. I've been following the case ever since, they first publicized it. And what I can't understand is how could all these protesters go through all this protesting for her mom, and at the end, she called the protest off. Something is just not right. And then all these people that was out there for her, they taking a chance on, something happened to them and their children, and they wasn't even allowed at the funeral. But Jedediah and the freedom fighters, they were at the funeral. I did see that, but my thing,
of course they are. I said, of course they will be.
Do what now?
I said, yes, of course, Jedediah and everybody, they will be there. Thinking about it, they will be. They will be there.
They were there, but what I couldn't understand is the part I couldn't understand. Why would you have a closed casket and the way she died is still inconclusive? I don't understand that.
Well, I don't understand how do you bury a body when the body still hold evidence? Obviously they don't want the FBI involved because the FBI have better tools, better technology, and a stronger task force to go find certain things out. That's the reason why they exist. When the police department can't, so the FBI step in. That's the whole reason why they exist in the world. But if I don't know the cause of my daughter's death, hey, look, even if I love my kids, and if I had to bury one of them, and I knew that there's potential evidence, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to give everybody what they want. I understand, it's my daughter, but, we're going to have to find out the killer. We're going to have to find the killer.
And that is so true. And that's what I'm saying, And my theory is that one time I told her and her attorney to talk to the people that own the plaza, and their attorney, they offered her a settlement. And her settlement it was a command that Jedediah be put out in front. They had to come up with something to take the media off of the Jenkins case and put the media on him and the protesters. That was one of their requirements right there. and because the Rosemont Police Department, they was upset because he led this march. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, they was upset because he led the march, and so was the people that owned the Plaza Motel. So he had to come out in front. He had to put the media on him, everything on him. So therefore, she could sneak a little bit in and come in and say he did this and he did that to call the protest off.
But sometimes, being on the outside looking in so many cases, sometimes we got to stop blaming the mother too, because as you know, one of my followers said, you know, we need to stop blaming her, you know, because she's processing things differently. Like I process things differently. Maybe the mother is processing this differently. Maybe she did everything that she's supposed to have done, and she's really in that ground, and she really did get murdered, and she really did everything correct and didn't take any money. That's a strong possibility as well. So it's, for me, it's an unlikely possibility, but you know, it's still a possibility that everything happened the way it happened, and that she's just doing everything correctly. You know,
okay.
But my whole thing is
nice talking to you. I've enjoyed you watching you through the Kenneka Jenkins case. I've enjoyed you and Kenneka here, and I think y'all done an excellent job, whatever y'all did. But what I'm saying, I don't understand why all these video footages was out there, because you even showed points in one of your footages that was out there. I don't understand, how could she not see that this girl was not her daughter walking through that kitchen and getting off the elevator?
right.
You're supposed to know your children backwards. You're supposed that's what I said. I wonder, did she see any of these surveillance footages? Because I can't see her saying that was her daughter when the whole world saw that was not her daughter. This girl was much larger and everything in her daughter.
Right.
And you made points too in one of yours what was going on. Like, I don't know anything about editing videos or whatever, surveillance, but I do know that was not her daughter walking in that hall that got off the elevator. That was not her daughter.
Right.
That's why I say she had. That's why I believe that either she didn't see it or she saw it and she take it, and your lawyers will sell you out too. They may not have wanted a long drawn out court day. They probably told her, go ahead on and do what you gotta do, because it's gonna be long and drawn out. You know, when you got your lawyers over, you know, you pretty much basically listen to them because they're your attorney. But my whole thing of it is, if she never watched these videos, surveillance footage, if she had watched, she would have known that girl was not her daughter.
Right. Right, that's true.
Everybody. And that was not her daughter. I can't see you not knowing your own kids. That's why I'm saying something is fishy going on. Then you had a closed casket. You know, all these people that got out here and protested you, they done went to jail and all this and that. I think they should have been able to see the body for the last time. But even though, when they were throwing flowers down in the grave on the casket, that casket sounded like it was empty. You could hear blue. And if a body is in there, you're not going to hear all of that.
Nope.
Now, some people are saying the girl is in protective custody. I don't know.
Well, it's a possibility that she could be in protective custody, and I have a theory on that too, but I could be wrong again. I don't know everything, but thank you for your call. Oh shit. Thank you for your call. I really appreciate your call. I'm gonna take the next call. I did shut off the binging. If it's annoying, I cut off the binging. But thank you for your call.
And thank you for listening.
No problem. That's why I'm here. Okay, guys, let me get this thing right. All of a sudden, how you guys doing? Thank you for your call. This is Just King Production. Oh, they hung up. Thank you for your call. This is Just King Production. I think I got 2 people. online. Please hold. How you doing?
Hey, Jeff.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a new subscriber and everything.
Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the notification squad that allows you to get instant access to anything I post. That bell in the top right hand.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I already did that. Yeah, my question, this is what my question is with the, oh man, what do you think about, I mean, you touched on it, I think, last week, though, but about the fathers no longer being in the home anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and you know how that...
Well, you know...
trickle-down effect and everything over so many years it's been going on, you know, and
yeah,
especially the past 8 years and everything. So, don't you think that Matthew's 24 kind of come into play right here?
Matthew 24. I don't know what Matthew 24 says, but I can just give him my opinion about the male being absent in the home. Typically, when for the state of, let's say, California. Let's use California for example. In order for the mother to get any assistance, rightfully, for her child, the male has to be out of the house. In order for the mother to get cash or food stamps, the male will have. They can get it with the male in the house, but they don't get as much. They get a whole lot less. But if the male is out of the house, I think they would give the mother with a child $500 to $600 a month and like $600 in food stamps. You remove the male, you take out the head, you defeat that household.
Right.
So that sends a signal to our young people that from the state, hey, we don't want that black male in your house, and if you out of the house, or that male, if you get him out of the house, then we gonna give you some money. You gotta look at it for what it is.
But now we don't broke up the home now. I mean, all these years now. Just think about it now. All these homes, this business is broken down. And just a warning out to the women and everything. You're raising these children up by yourself. What you got to do. And then and again, you're sending them out here in this world. And that's why I was coming with Matthew 24, if your listeners can just take a look at that.
Right.
But we're sending our young kids out to this world and everything, but you want them to be safe and everything and do everything right.
Right, exactly.
But, hey, man, I mean, like, I think I'd be more a little bit scared. As my daddy said, you better be back home at a certain time.
Yeah, I had to be in by the
mom,
I had to be in. I had to be in, but when the street lights came on, we had to be on that porch. I'm from Detroit.
That's me. Street light came on, and then we used to got scared when we was going back and the street light went out.
Right.
This is different. I came up in the 60s and the 70s, and it's different now for this young generation now. This is millennium type generation, and it's just really go at your own risk. Just go till you can't go no more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's basically what's going on right now.
I think
and
I just
when
muted
something
it.
happens, right, we all pick and choose what we're doing now, what we want to follow.
Right. All right. Thank you.
But I think it's really an eye awakening. I appreciate you covering everything. I mean, like, I watched that one illustration you did on the computer there, the layout and everything, and I thought that was an outstanding job you did right there. Really,
yeah.
Man.
Thank you.
But you hit it on point. You hit it right on the nail. But I think it's more than just a lesson learned to our young women, young single mothers, and our older mothers out here.
Yep.
By watching your children. There's no man in the home. There's nobody that's going to give that extra push to your daughter to say, hey, look here, daughter, I don't want you hanging with that certain group of people.
Right.
I want you back in here at this certain time.
Right.
So now we got that broken up now. So now we got to explain. We got to try to get all this back. It's going to be hard.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your call. This is the last call. my battery power, I got it charged, but it's just not charging. I'm at 3%, so I'm dropping quick. So before we hang up, thank you for your call. You can probably hang up the call.
Okay, now.
All right, buddy. I thank you. Thank you for your call.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, peace. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna keep the phone off. I would love to take more calls. I would love to stay on. Please, please, please subscribe and hit the notification so we can all link back up. As soon as I go live, you will get a message and then we can all link back up. It's important. Without you, there's no me. You make me possible. You make me come out and talk about more. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the notification bell. Hey, and become a part of the notification squad. I really appreciate you guys. I'm down to 3%, so I want to finish up and send this out before it shuts off. Thank you. I don't mean to cut you guys off. You guys are more than welcome to keep calling. But I'm shutting this off. Thank you. Peace.